I was trying to figure something to talk about on the way to back to the crib. And I seen this. I'm like, man, so Chick-fil-A, which is I believe is a Christian company, might be one of the part of the reasons that they closed on Sundays too, but um, you know, I like Chick-fil-A. Fired some women for doing a challenge where they were shaking their chest, right? And uh and got rid of the whole restaurant. I mean, their image is they're not gonna stand for that. And when I see these challenges be going on in the nursing homes or the hospitals or McDonald's or Popeyes, that was a running joke. They was like, what do they think this was? Pick Popeyes or McDonald's and go. That's what she said. What you think it was, Popeyes and McDonald's? That was the joke. And my thing about it is this: that shouldn't be allowed at the workplace. I feel like you shouldn't be able to record what you're doing at work. You shouldn't be FaceTiming from your desk. Especially when you got people's confidential things going on or competition agreements. I don't really understand the addiction to be recording while you at work. You see nurses recording what they doing at work, recording conversations with their patients. I feel like that's a fireable offense. They gotta, I feel like the fireable offense. Doing the nurses doing dance, that's a fireable offense. You are at the workplace. Also, you have the work uniform on in Chick-fil-A, the logo, and y'all doing these challenges. Everybody deserves to be fired. I definitely agree with this, and it's one of the more tasteless things that I see going on. Are these women? And a lot of some of these dudes, they're doing things at the workplace. They're dancing. They're talking, making videos. This is how many STDs is going out, or they like, no, the workplace isn't meant for you to be commentating or a show or nothing like that. That it should be, you can use your phone, but you can't record, bro. You can't record. You can't record the patients. You can't be on FaceTime while you here out in the break room or the smoke area. You can, in your car, you could, but on here, come on, man. I just don't understand. They're so addicted to the internet. They're so addicted to their phone. They're so addicted to the attention. That's the most scariest thing about people, especially women. They're so addicted to the attention. Whether it's good or it's one thing to be addicted to good things. And you want to tell the world about all the great things that God or you got going. I have no issue, but when you getting on here talking about your love life, you got a train ran on you, you airing, like, come on now. A lot of these women are out of touch with what's going on. Why would you compromise where you make money at? Why would you compromise where you make money at? Dancing. You lost your job dancing. And then they want to play it's only because men don't do stuff like that, bro. And y'all be wondering why, jobs have a hard time hiring y'all is when they look at your digital footprint and they see you talking about, going to get ran on a cruise or F this job and this HR lady got me effed up. A lot of the time it's your attitude. And guess what? A lot of these women, if you interview them, you would never think that they do anything negative. They so proper at the interview, speak well, very articulate at the interview. The whole shebang. The whole shebang at the interview. But when you hire them, they flip a switch and now they something else, man. I agree with this wholeheartedly. I think it needs to be law. I think more jobs need to start saying that. You can do what you want to do at home. Don't have our uniform, our logo there. We're not affiliated. But once you come on this job, you can't be recording. Like, I don't get it. They in the ER dancing. They at Chick-fil-A moving like, do they have any self-respect? But then they say the men are the problem. The men is DEI taking this. No, you're the problem. Why are you at work, jumping your titties with your work uniform on? Accountability. Y'all are laughing and goofy. Now you're probably telling so it's not unfair. It's a Christian company. Popeye shouldn't allow it. Unless y'all doing a team building exercise. No. Have some fucking respect for y'all. So y'all don't, and y'all be like, well, men don't respect. What are we to respect? How a man address you is usually your respect factor. How somebody addresses you. Y'all be like, well, they won't hire. That's one of the major reasons why. Do the goddamn job. You don't gotta dance and enjoy. Everything ain't gotta be fun. They want everything to be fun. Oh, going to work should be fun, and do everything ain't gonna be fun. And I was, on other channel I did a video about Gen Z not wanting to work. Well, and nobody wants to work a dead end. Then how the fuck you gonna eat? How you gonna put a roof over your head? What you gonna do? Go to the upper room? Oh, so be it. They kill me with that. Well, it's not fair. Nobody wants to work. Well, be lazy and be on the street. Everything ain't fun. Oh, it's a dead end job. You should have did more. You can take a lot from a dead end job if you do it right and level up. Y'all go into these places of employment and y'all don't even come with the intent to do your job. Your work is a reflection of your character and reflection of who you are. You never know who's watching. All they want to do is twerk on this and do a challenge on this. Do this challenge at the job. Challenge your ass to drop them fucking fries. Challenge y'all to get it right. When I ask for 2 honey mustards, put 2 honey mustards in there. Challenge yourself to put that hairnet on so you don't get no goddamn hair in my fucking waffle fries. It's a complaint to ask people to be a working, functional adult. It's not. When I worked in places like that, we used to have plenty of fun. We had to twerk, had no nothing. Y'all putting the face to the crime. Y'all robbing a bank with no mask on, like it's the town. Y'all got no mask on, and then get on there. We did that. Yeah, come get it. Like, get out of here, man. The world is crazy, dog. And then they ask the rhetorical question. It can't be a rhetorical question. They cannot not know the answer to it. They cannot not know the answer. What they think they doing, they don't think is wrong, bro. It's wrong. It's wrong. Hit the link in the description, man. The link tree, find me X, Instagram, Facebook, Kick, Twitch, the Patreon, everywhere. Check out their current news playlist, the real one-on-one playlist. They really don't think what they doing is wrong. Wild times, wild times, wild times.